This week on the Max Wrestling Podcast,
we celebrate our 3rd anniversary with some special flashbacks.
Yes, Daniel Bryan will finally wrestle again.
You are cleared.
And mark your calendars, Brock Lesnar showed up.
Roman Reigns can't defend himself, he's handcuffed!
Oh, snap! Hit the switch. We're taking it to the max. 3 years. 3 years ago, we started on this journey. What started as an idea became a brand. That brand evolved. We made friends along the way. We broke down barriers, kicked down doors, and smashed glass ceilings. The idea was to bring you a unique podcast experience. This show has gone through so many changes, but one thing has always remained the same, and that's that everything we do is to entertain you. He's gone through his demons, but the Butcher has always been on this ride and been an integral part of Max Wrestling. And Mike Larkin, it feels like you've always been part of this family. So if you're listening to this, if you do just one thing today, make sure you share this episode with your wrestling friends and let them know that we may be two boys from a small Welsh town and a trivia king from a big American city. But make no mistake about it, we're here to stay, and we're here to keep growing. So tonight, we do this for Kinney Killer and Sunday Segway. We do this for James Belmont, Professor Mike, and Offshoot Radio. We do this for Roxy Toxic, for Eva McCabe. We do this for B-Rock and Courtney, for Michael Cook, for Ungar and Gator, for The Altered Angle, for everybody that was part of the Swerve Talk Network, and you're damn right, we do this for the Phoenix. And for every single person that has ever been part of our history, tonight is for you. So let's turn it to 11 and turn that shit up.
It's Sunday, March 22nd, and this is the debut of the Max Wrestling Podcast.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. And I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
That's the thing. He's so likable and he's so dedicated. Like you just want to root for that guy. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, he came off great. And then the end segment with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, he's gonna shake his hand, but then they hit him, and then all of a sudden Kevin Owens just goes ah, and then power bombs him on paper. And Daniel Bryan, oh my God, the pop when he had the comeback with the yes kicks and then the running drop kicks. And the you still got it, and everybody's so happy because he's coming back. But what does Kevin think? Sami Zayn, do it! And then the whole
Daniel Bryan didn't miss a beat, but I want to see a compilation of Kevin Owens' noises from this week and Shane McMahon's noises from last week. It was like,
and then, Sami Zayn kicking him with the haluva kick. But yeah, man, I thought that whole thing was so well done. And it makes me look forward to seeing Daniel Bryan putting a whooping on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And what's great about it is he's fighting his friends at Mania. So what a way to come back. You're fighting your best friends who you came up with at Mania.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I guess now it does make sense, storyline-wise, because we know Daniel Bryan's been kind of supporting Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'd say he's been more fair with them than supporting them, but now there ain't no camaraderie between them.
And aren't you happy that we're not getting Shane and Vince versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn?
Yes.
Thank God.
Oh, Vince, just stay at home, Vince. Don't even stay in the back. Just stay at home.
Well, here's the thing too. If he had not gotten cleared, I could definitely see Daniel Bryan either going back to Ring of Honor or New Japan, and they got that All In show, man. So I definitely could have seen him part of that. But yeah, I think WWE also realizes that we got to keep this guy around.
I don't know. Maybe they knew he was cleared a long time ago, but they didn't want to take the risk, and now they just thought, let's just give him a chance.
And it's so funny too because I think around when SmackDown was coming out, news reported online that I think he had been cleared like a couple weeks now.
Yeah. I mean, it was at least a year ago that he was reportedly given an all clear by 2 doctors.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, he went to another doctor and another doctor and another specialist and another specialist and another urologist and another neurologist. Also, the first time I've ever heard a WrestleMania chant.
Yes. WrestleMania. WrestleMania.
I know, it was just cool when everybody just started pointing at the WrestleMania sign.
It was. I mean, come on. The last time we saw him at WrestleMania actually wrestle was on WrestleMania 31 when he won the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, he's just come back from multiple concussions. Let's put him in a ladder match.
Oh, God, yeah, that was friggin' smart. Excuse me while I have a seizure, but hey, let's have a ladder match.
And what happened? He has to drop the title again.
Yeah, drop the title. Dang. Well, then, yeah, he had that 6-man on a house show. He got hurt, and then, oh, by the way, I got dropped the title.
Don't put him in a ladder match, you crazy fools.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same with Ronda Rousey, actually. I think putting them in a tag team match is a safe option because they don't have to work so hard.
And yeah, then Kurt doesn't have to kill himself as much against Triple H.
Oh, man. So we said we were going to talk about SmackDown first. Obviously, all about Daniel Bryan. Mark out moments central. But we also had a Fastlane rematch as Nakamura defeated Rusev again. I didn't see the point in it, to be honest.
So you thought Styles was gonna help him out, but apparently, from what they said, Styles is suffering and like recovering from some injury, so he's not like working and doing spots for like a week. They want to keep him healthy going into Mania.
Yeah, I'm confused as to what happened because apparently it was a worked injury angle where he actually did get injured from a chair to the leg by Sami Zayn.
Yep.
But even when you see the chair shot, it doesn't look that bad.
No, but yeah, I guess they wanted to be cautious, which is good because
WrestleMania's going up.
yeah. And speaking of Nakamura, he's one of the guys. Like we were talking about. Obviously, the show was all about Daniel Bryan, but matches in the future: Daniel Bryan and Nakamura, Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. Hello.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Well, that was Nakamura's first tweet. Let's make Nakamura Daniel Bryan happen.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe not strong style though.
Yeah, that's the thing too. He's got to be careful with coming back because he really needs to change his style.
I mean, when he was hitting those repetitive running drop kicks, I mean, normally he just sort of hits them and then lands on the ground and pops back up. But this time he sort of flipped and kind of landed on his feet. So it does look like he's trying to avoid landing on his head, which is a good thing. I doubt he'll be using the flying headbutt.
Yeah, no. I don't think he wants to rock his dome piece again.
Ah, man. But yeah, I didn't see the point in another Fastlane rematch with Rusev. First of all, because I don't see the point in pay-per-view rematches on free TV anyway. Second of all, because we all know Nakamura's not going to lose before WrestleMania.
No, they are not.
It's just pointless and you're damaging Rusev even more.
Well, Rusev will probably be in the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Which sucks.
Yes.
Speaking of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Baron Corbin's planning on winning it for the second time. Once again, I've always said I don't see the point in this match. I mean, I understand paying tribute to Andre the Giant, but the match means nothing apart from the name.
Well, hopefully we have a better winner than our winner last year, which was none other than Mojo Rawley.
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That's my man.
I love the fact on Raw actually they were talking about what the Battle Royal's done for people. It's like it hasn't done anything for people. Cesaro didn't win anything because of it. He's only tag team champion now because he came back from it. Big Show did nothing. Baron Corbin did nothing. Mojo's done even less.
He's done dick. That's what Mojo's done. He's done nothing but dick.
Not that I'm complaining about that. I'm glad he hasn't done anything.
He fucking sucks. I'm sorry. And I mean, I'm right up there with you, but I watch this man wrestle and I'm like, he fucking sucks. He's terrible. He's got a shitty theme as a heel. He just blows. And then you keep people like him on the roster. It's like, fucking why? And then you got poor Ty Dillinger, who doesn't even get an entrance squashing a Baron Corbin.
He doesn't get an entrance because Vince is trying to kill the whole 10 gimmick. Why? It's over.
Why? So we can have, who do you think you are? I'm Baron Corbin. I'm the lone wolf. Get a push.
It absolutely baffles me with Vince because obviously they put this gimmick on him. They pushed the whole 10 thing. And now he's pissed off because the fans like it. One of your employees is popular. Isn't that what you want? You want to make money?
It's the same thing with Zack Ryder. We had to kill his push because he got over on his own.
But I mean, Ty didn't even get over on his own. He got over because he was doing what they were telling him to do.
I know. But
it doesn't make any sense.
That company just makes no fucking sense at times. It really doesn't. And then friggin' Baron Corbin during the match pops him like really good in the mouth. And then they friggin' botch the end of days after he catches him at the end, and then he just tosses him out the ring, and then end of days 1, 2, 3. It was a very wonky.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Ty is in the next release marathon.
Again.
I just released Stan.
See, I just released Stan. Calm down, Sean. Don't tell me to calm down.
Papers go flying everywhere. We also had another rematch of a rematch on SmackDown with Natalya defeating Charlotte, which is actually surprising because Natalya never beat Charlotte. As far as I remember, she's got one win over her in very early NXT, one DQ, and I think there was a house show where she beat Charlotte. But other than that, Charlotte's beat her in every title match, every promotion, every brand, whatever.
She's been like having Natalia's number. I mean, Charlotte's been killing her. And then Natalia gets the surprise win because Carmella was going to cash in that Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
But, well, no, didn't happen.
You can see what they're doing. They're reminding us that Carmella's got that briefcase.
Yes.
Because she's getting close to cashing it in.
I was going to say, I'd love to see her cash in on Asuka. That will go over well. Don't do it, Carmella.
No, don't do it. I mean, I can imagine a way where Mickey helps Alexa beat Nia, and then Carmella cashes in on Alexa. But then there's another part of me that just thinks, nah, they're going to give Nia her moment.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have to give her a moment after this. I mean, we're pretty much basing off a storyline off of fat shaming, which, yeah.
Clever. But, I mean, Carmella's still got another 3 months or something like that to cash it in, so... even though I can't see any logical way for her to cash in at WrestleMania, I think the cash-in's coming up. Maybe not the next night, but very soon. Before Money in the Bank, obviously. I don't think she's going to let it expire. But wouldn't it be cool if she had to cash it in on the very last night of the contract?
Oh, yeah, you haven't seen that before, ever.
No. See? Hire me.
Book it.
Book it, Vince.
Speaking of booking, what'd you think about Jimmy Uso versus Luke Harper?
It's nice, really, that they're pushing Harper and Rowan as these unstoppable monsters, and they're causing so much damage to the Usos.
Yes. Here's the thing, man. Usos and Bludgeon Brothers, which looks to be the direction they're going for Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Do you give them the belts, or do you have Usos retain?
I think it would go to the Bludgeon Brothers.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
I mean, obviously, the Usos and the New Day are likely to work together, but... I mean, the two of them took all 5 of them out at Fastlane. So,
yeah,
we'll see. I can see a title change coming up.
Me too.
Now again, pointless main event on SmackDown of a random women's tag match that meant absolutely nothing and lasted less than 3 minutes. Are we back in Divas days or what?
Yeah, friggin' poor Riot Squad got squashed.
What was the point?
Because we got the Women's Battle Royal, and they're all in the Women's Battle Royal.
I mean, if that's the case, they should have just put Natalya and Charlotte as the last match.
I know, but then again, as much as I know that he's had family issues this week, and I sympathize with him very much, but goddamn it, Road Dogg.
Then, of course, we had the Mixed Match Challenge semi-final after SmackDown. Asuka and The Miz defeating Team Little Big. Team Little Big are out.
I know.
They've been the main story of this tournament.
Here's the thing, though. He tried to kiss her again afterwards on the exclusive.
Well, he wanted her to get these hands.
Well, hey now. And then next week, in this other semifinal, we're going to get Bobby Roode and Charlotte versus now the fan vote winners, Finn Balor and Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Bobby Roode, Mr. Glorious won himself. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, you first.
No, it's like, I was going to say the exact same thing, so you go first.
Oh, okay. And by the way, yes, I just had to say, the reason why I also got to mention Road Dogg is because, well, you had me dying with that whole, excuse me while I go mess up SmackDown now.
Yeah.
Gonna go with SmackDown. All right, so Bobby Roode, Glorious. Randy Orton, Jinder Mahal, WrestleMania, Triple Threat. What'd you think about the interaction?
I'm finding it hard to care because Randy Orton's involved and I care very little about his feuds. But Jinder is just being Jinder.
Mm-hmm.
So I would hope Bobby Roode regains at WrestleMania. Maybe turns heel. Doesn't have to, but as long as he gets the title back.
Yes. I don't think Randy Orton's going to hold the belt.
No, it's just a placeholder so he can say he's a Grand Slam champion. He's not going to hold it for long.
Thank God, no. I'm sorry. I like Randy Orton, but he does not need the United States Championship.
No, it's just so he can say, hey, he's won everything. Yeah, great.
That's awesome.
It would be a good swerve, though, if Jinder won the US title.
What, have to beat Glory Hole? Excuse me, Glorious Bobby Roode?
Oh, the glory hole out of nowhere.
The Glory Hole DDT. Wait, the theme song, I can see it now. Glory Hole, I'll stick it in, I'll stick it in.
Oh, that ain't PG.
No, it's not.
I feel like Evan's back already.
Oh, when we get to Impact in 60 seconds. Oh, you wait for that one.
McCabe's gonna slap you with a gimmick infringement.
I know, sorry.
But yeah, I mean, it would also be kind of poetic seeing as Jinder beat Randy for the WWE title as well.
Yes.
But yeah, I would rather Bobby Roode get it back. Now, as I was saying, also speaking of Bobby Roode, he was in the final match of the evening in the dark match after mixed match and 205. And I'm not sure if this was the same match as last week, but it was Bobby Roode and Shinsuke defeating Dolph Ziggler and Jinder Mahal.
Oh boy.
If it's not the same match as last week's dark match, it's very similar.
Yeah. What do you think about Bobby Roode and Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal and this is one of the Singh brothers, Sunil Singh, next week?
Where's the other Singh brother?
He's hurt.
Ah, Jesus! Did Randy drop him on his head?
No, he actually just hurt his knee or whatever doing a spot. And that was not Randy Orton's fault.
I mean, we know that Sunil can wrestle, obviously because of Hollywood boys, but WWE aren't going to book him like that. They're just going to book him as a stooge getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, poor fucking Randy Orton has to friggin' throw these guys around like they're a sack of potatoes, for God's sake.
He tries to kill them every time he gets his hands on them.
It's like, oh, excuse me while I go die again by Randy Orton. Let me land on the back of my head.
Every time the Singh brothers have to do that whole backflip spot with Randy Orton on the table, I'm sure they go and find Daniel Bryan and go, so what's that neurologist number?
Yes. But yes. Oh, fucking goddamn.
Also a rematch, because Christ, we've seen it so many times lately, even though we didn't really see it. A dark match before SmackDown was, once again, Zack Ryder, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango versus Mojo Rawley, Shelton Benjamin, and Chad Gable.
Awesome.
Why?
Yeah.
Enough.
Enough. I don't want to see any more Mojo and Zack. I don't want to see Breezango go against Gable and Benjamin. I know they're probably all in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but goddamn.
I mean, I know it's a dark match, so we didn't get to see it, but I'm sure Dallas didn't want to see it again.
Fucking putting that shit on for Dallas, Texas. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it again. And you know what that is?
Bullshit.
And another thing. Goddamn Road Dogg.
God damn it, Road Dogg.
Damn it, Road Dogg. Oh, you know what would be cool? We're going to still do the captions.
Did I miss them, or were they not on this week?
They weren't on this week, but I'm shocked that they weren't on this week. But you know what would be cool? Captions.
Maybe they've got the message. Maybe they've thought, yeah, that was a bad idea. We'll stop doing that.
It's so dumb, and it's annoying.
Excuse me, I gotta go kill SmackDown. The funniest part, I read George Renee going, hey, good luck.
Well, yeah. And I mean, yeah. He's not wrong. I mean, hey. Well, if you want to pop a big number, what's the big number you get this week? Daniel Bryan's coming back.
Yeah. So we started off with SmackDown this week. So before we do Raw in the next part of the show, we may as well do Impact right now.
Wait a minute. Hold on, man. Now I gotta get this one thing. Give me a minute. Oh, friggin', let's just do Impact. Hey, fuck it. Let's just switch it around and let's just talk about Impact. Let's talk about Feast or Fired, where EC3 got a briefcase. Gee, next week's the opening. I wonder which one he got.
Mystery. Such a mystery. Somebody call Scooby-Doo.
Fucking somebody called them Mike Tyson mysteries, for God's sake. God.
Well, here is Impact in 60 seconds. So excuse me, I gotta go kill Impact Wrestling.
Impact in 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me while I run down Impact in 60 seconds and kill it. Now here comes Sami Callihan and Fallah Bahh in the opening matchup. Sami Callihan wins with the Death Valley Driver. It was okay. Then we get Lashley and Cage at a confrontation. And, you know, Lashley and Cage, they're going to wrestle. Bobby Lashley, he's had enough. Yeah. Then Impact had Austin Aries and Alberto El Patron set up their match for Redemption. Alberto El Patron wanted him to eat his meat. No, not that kind of meat, but a steak. But Austin Aries is a vegan. So, no, I will not eat your meat, Alberto. And then we got Austin Aries and Alberto El Patron at Redemption for the title. Like, we didn't already know that. Then Kiera Hogan, who, by the way, was trained by Mr. Evan Hughes. Hello, Evan McCabe. Braxton Sutter arrives, tries to get back with Allie, but she wants no part of him. Jimmy Jacobs and Congo Kong pretty much call out Abyss. We get Father James Mitchell cutting a great promo, and then next week is Monsters Ball with Abyss and Congo Kong. Yay. Taya and Rosemary have a match. It was a double count out. Taya laid her out on the ring apron with the Road to Valhalla, which is pretty much the Glam Slam. Then we have Eli Drake fire Chris Mordetsky, Mr. Chris Adonis, over the phone because, well, Chris Adonis was done anyway because why? He had enough. Then we find out that Matt Seidel's spiritual advisor is none other than fucking Josh Matthews. And Josh Matthews is now the Impact Grand Champion. But everything is fine. Then we get Feaster fired. It was fine. Moose got a case. EC3 got a case. Petey Williams got a case. And Eli Drake got a case. Openings are next week. I wonder what's going to happen. Everything's fine. It's okay. Alberto El Patron may not be here after Redemption, but we'll see. Yeah. And that was Impact. Hey, Austin Aries, want to eat my meat?
Glory hole.
I'll stick it in. I'll stick it in. Fucking.
Yeah.
The whole segment was him just saying, "Oh, you don't want to eat my steak, Parallel? You don't want to have the piece of meat? Oh, I know you're a vegan. That's insulting to my people." And I'm just like, we're basing this whole segment off the fact that he's a vegan. He's not going to eat the steak. I want your championship, Parallel. And then there's your match for Redemption.
I mean, it's a better build-up than a top 10 list.
Yeah, agreed. But it's just like, okay. And Fallah Bahh losing to Sami Callihan because, well, and then Eddie Edwards comes out with his friggin' eye the way it is. And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, just, and then they announced for this Impact versus Lucha Underground. So the matches we have right now are Eddie Edwards versus Jeremiah Crane, not Sami Callihan in an I Quit match. We got LAX versus Killshot and the MAC for the tag titles. We have Austin Aries and Phoenix versus Alberto El Patron and Pentagon Jr. And yeah, I mean, it's a stacked card, but the reason why it's selling now is because, hello, Lucha Underground. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty big that Pentagon is part of the show. But again, it's half Lucha Underground.
Exactly. And then, you know, someone will come say, you know, thousands of people listen to me, and then the stars and staff respect me. You know, he's going to be in attendance at Impact versus Lucha Underground, second row, meet and greet. Hey, everybody, want to do my interview? Yo, 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 on the place to be.
You really think Pentagon would have ever been part of Impact if Lucha Underground wasn't part of the show?
Hell to the no.
No, because he's got a brain, as Butcher once said.
Butcher once said. He has a brain. Oh, speaking of someone who doesn't have a brain, this actually kind of pertains to Impact, excuse me. One, Anir Ahmed, who is a Impact fanboy, posted, there was a picture of, you know, the old picture of Triple H, Pete Dunne, and Mark Dallas together, you know, when Triple H was at ICW. So he wrote, people forgot that Mark Dallas is Triple H's bitch, which Mark Dallas replied, all I'll say to that is if you're ever in the same building as me, then please come on over and call me a bitch to my face and see what happens.
No, nobody's Triple H's bitch. He's Stephanie's bitch.
Yeah.
And yeah, I probably wouldn't say that's Triple H's face either.
No, but here's the thing. ICW is one of the top brands in the UK. Myself and Chef love it. We
Yep.
talked about how ridiculous that tweet was, because here's a guy, Mark Dallas, who even referred to 205 Live as a bag of dicks. So here's a guy that's possibly and looks to be having a working relationship with Triple H, and he called 205 Live a bag of dicks. So yeah, just give his opinion.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, but I remember he called it a bag of dicks. But that's what
See,
I'm saying. I'm like,
up until a few months ago, he wasn't wrong.
he wasn't wrong. No, absolutely not. But here's the thing: just these Impact fanboys, just because they don't get ICW, they don't get New Japan, they don't get Ring of Honor, but everything's okay with Impact, who doesn't pay people, and people are constantly out the door.
See, and this is the problem that I see with them and Impact. It's because obviously we all know what's going to happen on Impact like 6 weeks in advance. And
A month or
and I know WWE treats fans like idiots sometimes, but they don't treat us like we don't know what's going on. Like we don't know things ahead of time. Impact deliberately like the Instagram post of EC3 put up these posts where they pretend nobody knows that we already know what's happened, and EC3's been on NXT and he's signed with WWE and he's already been filmed opening his briefcase like 6 weeks ago. Oh, which briefcase is he going to open? Oh, I don't know. I'm dumb as fuck.
I'm dumb as fuck.
They treat you like idiots and you still support them.
That's why I said they eat up their bullshit like it's hotcakes.
Yeah. Yeah, I want cheesy poofs.
Yes. What the problem is, it's like, all right, so you guys are rating about you got Brian Cage and Raven over it. I mean, Brian Cage is an exceptional athlete. I got nothing real problem with Brian Cage. It's like you lost Bobby Lashley, EC3, this guy, that guy. Oh, but we got Brian Cage.
I mean, but again, he came from Lucha.
Durr. And they had a chance to sign him like a couple of years back, but they didn't want him.
Yeah.
But now, he's made a big name in Lucha. Let's bring him in. And the only thing I keep hearing from these Impact fans is two things: the T and the C. And what is the T and the C? Twitch and Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. I mean, hey, I know they're coming back to that college for June 1st and 2nd tapings, but my argument again is try to sell it in the United States. Yes, I know Impact and Lucha is almost sold out. That's again because Lucha Underground. Hello. So,
Hello.
Hello. And I guarantee that if they come back to New York, they will not sell out, because the 3 weekends that they were here, Friday show in Long Island out here was meh. Staten Island was just wow. And Sunday they had to cancel the Connecticut show because low ticket sales. Nobody wanted to come.
And once upon a time, New York was their hottest crowd.
It was. I was there for the Westbury shows, and I mean, it was popping, but no, nobody cares.
Because they had enough.
Because they had enough.
Oh, Impact. You just want to cradle Impact and rock it in your arms.
Best part this week was my dad couldn't fall asleep to it, so he didn't want to watch the show. And I said, why don't you just sit down here with us? Because, family time. Like, you know what? It's that bad. I don't even want to watch it. He goes, it's that bad. I'm like, really? It's that bad? He doesn't want to watch it.
I mean, I will give them props for social media promotion, because they have been plugging this shit out of everything for the past few months. But it's just a shame that the content they're plugging isn't as good as it was when they could have used this kind of promotion.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Next week we got Abyss and Congo Kong and Monsters Ball, which we got a washed up Abyss.
Yeah, sad
and
to say.
And we got Congo Kong, and I like the guy, very nice gentleman, but look at how he's built, and he's like a combination with his stature, Abdullah the Butcher and Big Daddy V.
You know what annoyed me? I actually saw the footage of James Mitchell's return.
Yes.
Zero reaction. Seriously?
I know, and seriously, he cut a great promo to hype this, and everybody was just kind of like, "Hey, it's Father James Mitchell," kind of like, "Hey, it's Scott Steiner."
I mean, you call yourselves such big Impact fans, but you're not gonna pop for a guy who is pretty much a sadistic version of Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he was for Abyss back in the day. He was just evil. He kind of had promos that were sort of a little bit of Bray Wyatt to them. They were twisted and complicated and full of metaphors. But he was such a good manager, and he was such a big part of Abyss back in the day. And we've been waiting for his return for years, and he finally comes back and he gets nothing.
Did you even hear them like chant or scream or yell like anything, or was it just very silent?
It was crickets.
And they did that with Scott Steiner too. But now we gotta have fucking Eli Drake goes from being world champion to getting a tag title match with Scott Steiner as his partner.
Yeah, because Scott Steiner draws.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That match at Slammiversary exceeded my expectations, but the only thing Scott Steiner really can do is just throw a suplex and do the elbow drop and do push-ups.
Yeah, and I know people are going to say, hello, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But he's also on his way out. And we're glad, and we're glad of it.
And we're very happy that Brock Lesnar is on his way out.
Because we also know Brock can do more, but he doesn't, because WWE just want him to do suplexes and F5s.
And clotheslines.
And jogs on the spot.
And, excuse me while I ram my head up against something.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into Brock Lesnar when we get to Raw just after the break. During the break, there will also be a very special surprise for you folks. But first, a reminder that our next championship special, Promo Mania 3, is in 2 weeks' time on April 7th. Kenny Keller will be defending the Knowledge Championship against Mike. It's also the debut of the Iron Bank contract, and we will be predicting NXT TakeOver New Orleans and WrestleMania. It's also our signature show, and last year, as I said last week, we hit 3 freaking hours because we just got so carried away talking about so much stuff. So who knows what's going to happen. Promo Mania is our big show. Sorry, big show, no pun intended. And the second theme song is For the Glory by All Good Things, taken from the album Machines, available right now on iTunes and Spotify. For more information, go to maxwrestling.net/promomania3. And we'll be right back after this break and very special message.
And Impact still gives you crabs.
Itchy, itchy, itchy.
Wow, wow, wow. What do we have here? I don't even know why I put my hood down. You know who it is. You know exactly who it is. Money! It's been a long time. A very long time. And I haven't been on the show for a while. This is normally the time where I do some stupid ass promo and let you guys, try and hate me as much as you already do hate me. The Eat Children thing, #never forget. But if the truth will out, I've been struggling with mental health for the past couple of weeks now, which is the reason why I'm not on the show. I'm drinking lots of coffee because I read somewhere that caffeine is good for depression, and not for absolutely jumping off your tits. But maybe there's some nice ladies out there I can, just #bring back Roxy. Please don't hate me, Roxy. # please don't hate money, Roxy. Yeah. I just wanted to say congratulations on 3 years. 3 years, damn. I got a little wrinkle here. 3 years doing Wrestle Talk is dead. Where did I get Wrestle Talk from? Max Wrestling Podcast. You're doing your spin-offs. You've got ridiculous talent coming in. Super proud of you boys, for real. From a pro wrestling perspective, I've taken more of I'm even more out of the loop of things than ever. I watch it on YouTube every once in a while, just to see what's happening. I watch the pay-per-views, but other than, by the way, Impact Wrestling is making a bit of a comeback, and that's thanks to it on Twitch. And it's kind of got me hoping that WWE do something similar, but they already do, according to them. It's called the WWE Network, but that's not the point. I want them to do like all the footage that they have on YouTube on Twitch. And also, it's just like, you know, I think that will have its problems by itself. So I was going to do a promo, but to be honest with you, I can't. I don't have it in me. That's how fucking ill I am. I'm not gonna. You know what? I might do a YouTube on it. See how it feels. But I want to say a couple of things that has irked me. Ronda Rousey. I'm in two minds about the Ronda Rousey thing. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for her. It's a wonderful opportunity for the company to certainly get more bums and seats for WrestleMania. However, she looks green as fuck. She looks dangerous as fuck. And I'm hoping and praying that her working at, teaming with Kurt Angle will do her wrestler abilities a lot. Although I've not been happy with the angle entirely, I do feel that the way that the story is coming about, it's got a lot of characters doing a lot of uncharacteristic things, just for the sake of getting Ronda over. But yeah, that's pretty much my 2 cents. I like what they're doing so far with Roman Reigns and Lesnar. I think that's great. Boys, the Butcher, Dazzy Dangerously, and the other bloke. No, I'm fucking. Oh my god, my brain's just suddenly died. What? No! Stop it, brain. I'm so sorry, my brain's just died. I know that Phoenix is gone, but you guys are doing amazing. Oh God, I can see his face. He's smiling and he's laughing at me. What? Oh, right, okay. I'm so sorry, dude. I will send you another message on your personal thing just to say sorry. But I'm going to go now. It's been 5 minutes and I'm going to go, like, beat myself into, like, fitness and... as soon as I get well, I've got a company to run. I've got 2 companies to run. And a lot of sex to have. And a lot of champagne to drink. Once the companies get working. Pound sterling. Over. Push.
Welcome back to the Max Wrestling Podcast 3rd anniversary special. We have a lot to discuss this week, but we also want to celebrate our history too. So, next week we invite you to join us for a special retrospective episode compiling our greatest, funniest, and most memorable moments over the past 3 years before we create some more the following week at Promomania 3. So make sure you're in town for that one. Now, we discussed SmackDown first, so now we're going to go into Raw. We're flipping things on the head this week. So Raw kicked off with a suspended Roman Reigns. Oh, but there he is. I love this. He's suspended, but he's back next week. Okay, so he's suspended for the whole time that he's not on TV anyway.
What'd you think of him hitting those back elbows on the U.S. Marshals? Not even security, U.S. Marshals, baby.
I gotta say, they looked pretty stiff.
Oh.
And apparently they were, because the first guy, the guy that was reading the rights very poorly. He read the rights to Roman Reigns off this card. And then, and then he even looked at the card as he said, "Do you understand what I've just said to you?"
And Roman Reigns is like, "You seriously reading me read the rights right now?"
I mean, has he got the whole script on that card or what? There's just in bold at the bottom of the card, "Take elbow to the face." Okay.
Oh, that dude's face, poor face's face was jiggling from his fat.
Oh, man.
The other guy just went flying from the back elbow. Oh, but here comes Brock friggin' jogging down to the ring. Suplex City, F5. Oh, excuse me, Roman goes on the gurney in the stretcher. Let me toss him off.
So, They've got Roman in handcuffs and they're trying to escort him away, and Roman's just like,
Hey, don't touch me, bitch! What?
yeah, don't don't touch him.
Don't touch him.
Oh, in a way, I'm kind of disappointed. Only because I was thinking that they were gonna keep Roman off TV for a week, and then Brock finally turns up, and then next week Roman's there but Brock isn't, and then they finally come face to face on the Go Home show. But yeah, they couldn't wait. They had to go face to face, and I'm also disappointed in Dallas because Roman is finally starting to get over, and what happens? He gets his ass kicked, and they chant, "You deserve it."
That pissed me the fuck off, man.
I mean, come on. What's he have to do?
And that's what I'm saying. He's actually going to be there. Brock's not. So why are you chanting "you deserve it" at someone who's going to be there all day, every day?
I can't believe I'm defending Roman Reigns, but yeah, he's won us over the past few weeks, and then we got Dallas being dicks.
Quite frankly, speaking of dicks, pretty much Roman Reigns, when he's hitting, the security and shit, he pretty much, he told him to eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah. That's Samoan temper. So Brock did what Brock does. Suplexes. The push off the stretcher didn't quite go according to plan. It just kind of shifted to the side and then slowly tipped it.
And Brock was like, "Here's, let me tip the fuck," and it didn't even go over.
Yeah, they really should have saved that face-off until the Go Home show.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Speaking of face-offs.
Yes.
Well, don't make me go there, because you know I'm going to say it. And you know what I'm going to say to that.
My perception of the matches may have changed, so go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, but that's not the face-off I'm talking about. And do you know what the face-off I'm talking about is?
Ooh, okay, no, I don't.
Well, you know something, Jack? The Undertaker's a coward, Jack. I get nothing. Nothing at all. He's a coward.
Yeah,
and
that's the one I was talking about.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Kane was a bit random.
Okay.
Because last time we saw him, Braun killed him.
Yes.
And now he's just back to send a message to Cena. It's just like, yeah, let's just forget about what happened, about being buried under a table and stuff.
Kane, what are you going to say? It's a big red machine, Kane. What are you going to say to me, Jack? Choke slam.
I think Cena's promo was an improvement on last week.
It was.
It didn't sound as forced as last week. And he still got personal again.
Of course.
And of course, it also fuels the rumours that we're not getting Dead Man Taker because he retired Dead Man Taker last year, and we're getting the American Badass for one last ride.
And so Kid Rock can perform to the ring.
Yeah, so Kid Rock can pick up a microphone and shout stuff.
So, as we have this topic of Kid Rock, well, we found out that Edge and Christian look to be inducting the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that. Mark Henry is going in the Hall of Fame, which, well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved. I just kind of wish we could have seen a little bit more of him.
I know.
Recently, before he retired, but yeah, it was well deserved. And who do we think is going to induct him? D'Lo Brown.
Of course. Well, him and Ivory are going in at the same time, so isn't that very ironic?
Yeah, D'Lo should induct both of them.
Come on, D'Lo. Looking at the real deal now. Kick your sorry ass out.
Another idea I could think of would be Ron Simmons, Farouk, obviously, from the Nation days.
The Godfather.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much brought Mark Henry into WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about Hand Henry?
Stop it. Dad! Fucking Hand comes out and goes, I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
And then we just get a backstage segment with Hand Henry and Jason Jordan, like, so, what's up? Yeah.
He didn't put me in the match, Dad!
I can sing with Hand Henry, Dad.
So, Kid Rock, who do you think's inducting Kid Rock?
I honestly don't know who could induct Kid Rock, because the only person he's really connected with is The Undertaker, and Taker's not going to do it, because that would mean breaking character.
I think it's either going to be Uncle Cracker or X-Pac, and do you know why?
Hit me.
Yo, you dealing with the X Factor. I got everything high as a woman, and I'll never get that back. Yo, oh, I know you hate that factor, but you ain't gotta look at me like that. I said you ain't gotta look at me like that. I know you're watching what you doing.
What you looking at?
Who else could induct him?
Well, Joe C is dead.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Who else? I mean, really, who else can induct Kid Rock? I mean, I don't know. Who? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, Chris Jericho. I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't.
I don't know. I don't know why Jericho came to mind. Just because they're both rock stars.
Well, here's the thing too. Speaking of rock stars, people have said. I think I retweeted it. Somebody said, "Why isn't Cyndi Lauper in the Hall of Fame?" I said, "Cyndi Lauper before him, Lemmy, anybody." I mean, I can understand why Kid Rock's going in. Even Fred frickin' Durst could go in. I mean, he was in a WWE video game after all. But here's the thing, man. Next year that they announced they're going to be in Jersey, so. And Cyndi Lauper was very popular in the Northeast, and I believe she's from the Northeast. So put Cyndi Lauper in the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah, or Lemmy.
Or Lemmy, but yeah. But I'm saying either one, but anybody but Kid Rock. But and also you had to think because he's singing "I'm going down to New Orleans" for the theme. So hey, let's put Kid Rock in New Orleans.
Yeah. Yeah, I really can't think of anybody else.
I can't. I mean, Ivory. Who could you have induct Ivory? I don't know. Friggin' Trish.
Molly
Holly. That's one. Goldberg. Who can you have Goldberg? Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, I would say. Even though apparently Brock Lesnar is like his best friend, but I can't see Brock inducting anybody.
Bosom buddies there. Friggin' Brock Lesnar and Goldberg.
It would be funny if they announced that Brock Lesnar was going to induct Goldberg and then Brock didn't turn up.
Well. Who else we got? I mean, who else? They got the Warrior Award, which is going to be excellent again.
Yeah.
Who else we got? The Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian. We said.
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett. Oh man, who's going to induct him?
That's a tough one.
Dixie Carter. Angle? No.
Yeah. It won't be Kurt Angle.
No.
I mean, it's got to be Triple H.
No. You know who it's gonna be.
Oh, once again, D'Lo Brown.
No, it's gonna be the Road Dogg, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's Road Dogg.
It's gotta be the
D'Lo Brown. I gotta go and kill Jarrett's induction.
You stole the words right out of my mouth. Yes, but it's gonna be the Road Diggity Dog. I mean, who else did we announce that's going in? Well, Mark Henry we mentioned. Who else is going in that I forgot?
I don't know. Have we gone through everybody?
All right, now that's gonna bug me now because I totally forgot who's going in. Well, obviously.
Hillbilly Jim.
Hillbilly Jim. Don't go messing with a country.
Who actually wants Hulk Hogan to induct him?
Well, Hulk Hogan did bring him into the WWE.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair enough. It's just that Hogan isn't really in the best position with WWE right now.
Who's the Hillbilly Jim? I mean. I don't know.
Other than Hogan, I would say Mean Gene.
Mean Gene would work. Yep. I like the Mean Gene idea. Yeah, because as I'm looking at the Hall of Fame list right now, the only thing that is for sure is that Edge and Christian are inducted in the Dudleys.
I mean, it's not a bad lineup this year, to be honest.
It's not. I mean, Jeff Jarrett surprised everybody, but then again, he was on WWE's rehab, and this is what you get for Hall of Fame.
Yeah. The only one I think people aren't happy about is Kid Rock.
Well, he is an American badass, and also I think his political views don't help him out very much.
No. I mean, he has done a lot in terms of music with WWE, especially with The Undertaker and stuff, but it's just like people look at it and go, but it's Kid Rock. Where find me somewhere that is popular in mainstream music. Nobody cares about Kid Rock.
Ball with the ball, the dang, diggy, set the boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Well, he has had many themes for the WWE. He sang at Tribute to the Troops. He sang at WrestleMania. Yeah. I mean, I understand it, but yeah.
But I mean, the last time Kid Rock was popular mainstream-wise was All Summer Long, which was what?
2008.
Gee, 10 years ago.
singing "Sweet Home Alabama" all summer long.
God.
Which they actually used that for Backlash 08. Oh no, was
Yeah.
it 07? Oh wait, one of them. Oh wait, whatever. But yeah, just
I think it was 07 actually. Yeah.
was it 07? No. All right, now you see. Now that's gonna get me bugged again. Backlash 2000.
07 rings a bell.
Okay. Backlash 2007, the theme was, oh God, it was, hey, down my friend, oh, back again, and I'll take you there and back again. Daughtry and Brent Smith.
Yeah.
Backlash 2008, the theme song was All Summer Long by Kid Rock.
Ah, okay. So it was
And
10
All
years
Summer
ago.
Long, yeah, All Summer Long came out on April 5th, 2008. So that was 10 years ago.
Also, it never really made sense why they use All Summer Long for an April pay-per-view.
Yeah, and then you have like this badass feud with Batista and the Undertaker, and Batista or Undertaker and Edge or whatever the hell it was, and then all of a sudden you hear in the background singing "Sweet Home Alabama." Like, why is this happy? This is everybody's having like blood feuds and shit, but singing "Sweet Home Alabama" also like makes no sense.
Making love out by the lake.
To our favorite song.
So, back onto Raw. The first match was, of course, Asuka versus Alexa Bliss, which didn't quite go smoothly because we knew what was going to happen.
Friggin' Freight Train Nia comes in just friggin' on a tear, ready to kill, ready to pounce.
Yeah, decapitates Mickey.
Poor Mickey. I mean, I don't like Mickey, but she just keeps getting killed.
But once again, we got a tremendous swerve promo from Alexa, who just... You think she's sounding genuine, and then she just flips it and turns full heel. She's so good at it.
I know. I knew all along. I'm not ashamed, and I'm proud I did it.
Oh, please never turn face.
Well, she was face for a little bit in NXT doing that sparkle shit wearing the blue.
Yeah. I mean, that was all nice, cute and sparkly, but yeah, she's just badass.
She's a natural.
We then went on to Braun Strowman and Cesaro, because Braun has the tag team title shot at WrestleMania, and he does have a partner.
Well, I think it's going to be Elias.
That's the thing, though. The three options that people are so convinced with, none of them make sense. Him and Elias hate each other. Him and Kane hate each other. Big Show's practically retired. And last time Big Show was on TV, Braun nearly killed him.
Mm-hmm.
The other option that I've heard, which makes more sense, is the debut of Bobby Lashley. Well, not debut, return of Bobby Lashley.
That would be cool.
I mean, who's going to stop Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley?
And also, I think with the return of Bobby Lashley, you also get the Bobby Lashley-Brock Lesnar matchup in the future.
Yeah, well, unless Brock's out the door after WrestleMania.
Well, if he does come back, I mean, we'll see what his contract status is. But yeah, I think that's the match everybody wants to see. Whether it be in the octagon or the wrestling ring, people want to see Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, because it would have to be more than suplexes. They're both MMA background. They're both, ground and pound kind of guys.
Yeah, and Lashley, ever since he left WWE 10 years ago and went to Impact and did his thing, oh my God, he's gotten so much better.
Yeah, and bigger.
And bigger, yes. But, yeah.
It's like when he was first in WWE, he was just like this muscly guy with no neck, and now he's like the Thing from Fantastic Four.
Exactly. Making Simon Dean eat cheeseburgers. Friggin' wrestling Umaga and WrestleMania 23, beating up Do-Rag Vince. I mean, yeah.
Now I blinked and I almost missed the next match, which seemed pointless once again. The Revival and Titus Worldwide.
I only got one thing to say to that.
What is it?
Say yeah!
I don't know what's going on with the Raw Tag Team division. I mean, at one point it looked like Apollo and Titus were going to get a push.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're just off TV, then they're getting beat. I don't know what they're doing with the Revival either.
Personally, I don't care as long as I hear Say Yeah, because I love that theme song. And number two, I think Top Guys, I think they're one of the best. But yeah, they're going to be the first tag team to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Daz.
Which they can't do because the match doesn't end until there's only one man left in the ring.
Durr. So that idea is not say yeah, it's say no, because you can't do that.
Even if it comes down to the two of them, the match is going to keep going until one of them eliminates the other. So,
Unless they go one of them was top guy out, and he lets the other one win.
I mean, it would be kind of funny if they were both stood in the ring at the end of the Battle Royal, and then Braun Strowman comes out and just knocks them both over.
Exactly. So what the hell's going on with Dana Brooke, too? So she's out there as a face, and then in the WWE exclusive, she comes out as a heel, and she's running down Ronda Rousey, who was there, but we didn't see her on TV, and Ronda Rousey just kills her and friggin' dumps her on her face.
Are we really meant to believe that Dana had any chance?
No, but Dana Brooke, man. And I mean, I kind of feel sorry for Dana Brooke because, you know, what happened with the boyfriend. But yeah, it's really good to see her, you know, actually being used and stuff. Because I think the girl works hard. But, you know, she gets the unnecessary hate. But I think she works hard, you know, and she does. Go ahead.
I didn't ever really false her as a wrestler. I didn't think she was amazing, but she was okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But she did get some unnecessary hate for a while. I mean, it's like, god dang, she's not even Marie.
I mean, I think the only reason she got so much heat was because she kept getting buried and people thought, she's shit. But no, she can hold her own.
She can hold her own. I mean, hell, she friggin' got a whooping from Asuka and she took it like a champ.
Yeah. I think the valet position that she's got right now is good for getting her on TV, but not really good for her in terms of showing what she's capable of.
So is she Dana Hancock York Brooke? Or Dana York Hancock Brooke?
Dana Hancock.
Yes. I like it.
But yeah, that was a short and sweet segment with Ronda Rousey, which they apparently showed instead of the Ultimate Deletion for the live crowd. I mean, at the same time, it's nice to see Ronda, but I don't know why they wouldn't show her on TV if she's there. I mean, just scrap the friggin' tag match between Titus and a Revival if you have to.
Before we get to Ultimate Deletion, I want to get your thoughts on something else as well. What do you think about the dysfunction junction of Bayley and Sasha Banks once again against Absolution?
See, now I've lost interest because they're not booking the match. They're putting them both in the Battle Royal.
Battle Royal, yeah.
What a waste. Nobody wants to see a Battle Royal. Nobody cares. And who was it that pointed it out? It was Lance Storm. Because WWE was like, it's the first ever WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, and he was like, WrestleMania 25.
You know what that reminds me of? Two things. Santina.
Yep.
And number two, so hot, I wanna get you alone, Kid Rock.
Oh, again, he comes up.
Comes back with Kid Rock. It all comes back to Kid Rock.
Oh. Yeah, apparently that Sasha and Bayley have kind of got a little bit of backstage heat because they're complaining about not being on WrestleMania and being in the Battle Royal, and I understand.
Unless this build is going towards SummerSlam, and then we can have like a 3-year anniversary of their match that they had at TakeOver, but they do it on SummerSlam, and hey, it's 3 years in the making.
Yeah, I think they kind of deserve that match at WrestleMania, though.
I agree, though, but that's not how he thinks. You know why? Because, God damn it, we need a women's battle royal. Put them in the match.
We don't need a women's battle royal. We don't. Now,
we just had the Royal Rumble. We just had the women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, now they really are just taking it too fast. Like, first ever women's this, first ever women's that, just for the hell of it.
Hey, we're going to have a first ever women's Kennel from Hell match. That works so well with All House. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit at the wall because they're going to find something first thing to do with them.
First ever women's buried alive match. Whoa. Wait a minute.
You know what? It's so funny. Like, buried alive matches I was such a fan of and how they portrayed them in the video games. But the only thing I think about with the buried alive matches, I think when the Survivor Series 03, obviously, Mr. McMahon wins with the help of Kane. And all I keep thinking about is Kane just screaming at the top of his lungs, I buried you alive.
Yeah. It was weird in the games. It was sadistic in the games because they have to put you in a casket, then bury you alive. It was like they're going the whole way.
They were. I mean, I distinctly remember that being a huge part of the SmackDown versus Raw 06 story mode, and the way that they incorporated it. Yeah, just you had to put him in the casket, then you bury him. What?
Yeah, are you trying to kill him?
Yeah, just fucking good times.
Because you can't really do that in real life, because obviously when they go into the grave, we assume there's like, I don't know, some kind of oxygen kit or a compartment they can roll into while the dirt's being poured in.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. You can't do that in a casket. You're stuck in this wooden box.
Exactly. I mean, we talked about the John Cena thing. We're going to get John Cena and Kane next week.
Yeah. And after the match, I expect...
Gong.
Not necessarily a gong, because we're predicting that he's going to come back as a badass. The original thing he had with the 3 creepy little girls.
As I lay me down to sleep, I
Yeah.
pray my soul is mine to keep.
He's here. Are you scared?
That was tremendous. Yes.
But also, I kind of hope they don't do that, because I want to wait until right up until the match is ready to start to introduce American Badass again.
I know, man. I mean, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, okay, you got to also just run down a couple more matches, because I know we're going to get to Ultimate Deletion, but you got to just refresh my memory a little, because I'm having a little brain fart of what else happened on Raw.
Well, the only other match apart from the Ultimate Deletion was the Balor Club versus The Miz, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean, again, you got... Oh, you also had Seth Rollins on commentary, so again, you've got The Miz first cutting a promo about WrestleMania and stuff. And how he's trying to... And how he succeeded in driving a wedge between Finn and Seth.
Yeah, and then we got the triple threat at Mania. Woo!
I mean, I said immediately I was looking forward to this match, but I think the build-up could be a little bit better.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be good, but yeah, the build-up to it and the execution was in.
So,
speaking of execution,
on to the Ultimate Deletion. Now, first of all, positive. It was the first time I really felt like Matt was fully broken. That was the most he looked like the Impact character that we all know and love. Negative. I don't want to say it wasn't good, but it didn't quite hit the right note. I mean, there was some good stuff in it. Very much like the Impact match with the fireworks and the lake. But I don't know, it just felt like there was something missing.
So I think it was kind of copy and paste, but watered down with what they did with the Impact stuff. I mean, obviously, like we had with Matt coming up from Vanguard 1 and welcoming Bray Wyatt to the compound and telling him to follow the music. And then you see Queen Rebecca playing Obsolete on the piano, and Matt's dancing, and then obviously we got the line, Bray Wyatt, I knew you'd come. Then they did the matchup there. Then they went out into the dilapidated city, and friggin' Bray Wyatt, does this remind you of anything? And then it's reminding him of when Randy Orton pretty much burned down the home.
Yeah.
Which, what else can I say? Oh, what did you think about the symbols where he's like, Eater of Worlds, I am over here, and they're like playing cat and mouse.
See, that bit I kind of thought we could have done without, because we know the match is far-fetched and there's a lot of silly stuff, but I think that was just a little bit too Scooby-Doo. Yeah,
it was too comedic and too a lot of comedy aspect. Then we get to the Dome of Deletion. Oh, do I want the mower of lawns, or do I want the chair of wheels? And then he rides on the lawnmower, reminiscing about pretty much riding on Brother Nero's symbol and Impact there, and paying homage in a way to that. He's getting all excited sitting on that lawnmower. And then him and Bray have that fight in the Dome of Deletion. Then it goes out to the Lake of Reincarnation, and then they're fighting. And then, Vanguard 1 is going after Bray. And then he gets a hold of him, and he goes, danger, danger, danger. And Bray goes, I'll deal with you later. And he looks for Matt under Skarsgård, the dilapidated boat. And then here comes Senor Benjamin, not with a taser, but with the whole world, saying he's got the whole world in his hands. And then
Clever.
a guy by the name of Brother Nero comes out of nowhere and starts singing it. And then Twist of Fate, 1, 2, 3. And then Bray Wyatt goes, "It's not over. Oh, Bray Wyatt, it's over." And then, he tosses him in the lake of reincarnation, tells Senor Benjamin to get the body, but there's no body. There's no body, but then there's no body. Yeah, tongue-in-cheek, play on words. So Matt Hardy pretty much said, "He's been deleted."
I think that's what kind of left me feeling a bit like something was missing. The ending was a bit abrupt. Like with the final deletion, it was a big ending. This was just like a Twist of Fate pin on the river, the lake bank or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Also, that lawnmower bit though, I thought was a bit unnecessary because he rode it for like 2 seconds, then Bray goes into the spider and then he just knocks him off the lawnmower. He could have just run him over.
I know. They had so many possibilities, but they didn't just execute it, man. And I got to ask you, what'd you think about the Brother Nero cameo?
It was nice.
It was.
I think obviously if stuff hadn't happened with Jeff last week, then we probably would have seen more of Brother Nero, but
well, he's training at the Performance Center, so I'm assuming he's coming back relatively soon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're taking it any further. I think he's just got to appear in court, and if he doesn't, he'll get fined, and that's pretty much all there is to it.
I mean, yeah. What do you think's going to happen with Bray? What does he come back at? Is his vessel? Is he going to have a new vessel? Or is he going to come back as Sister Abigail like he did with Finn Balor?
It seems very likely he'll have a repackage, which has been needed of him for a while now.
Yes.
We could have done with that Lake about 4 years ago. Honestly, I don't know which way they can go with a new gimmick, though. Because Bray Wyatt's Bray Wyatt.
It's the return of Husky Harris. No.
Yeah, it's just going to be strange seeing Bray in a new gimmick. Especially when this one could have been so good, but they just completely dropped the ball time after time after time.
Okay. What did you think about Senor Benjamin singing he's got the whole world in his hands?
That bit was clever. As soon as I saw the globe in his hands, I thought I know exactly where they're going with this.
Well, you can't tase the man on a TV PG show, so you have to, come up with something different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did nearly run him over with a lawnmower, but still.
Well, then again, this is the same company where Braun Strowman gets murdered, but he comes back and friggin' murder people, so yes.
You can throw people around in an ambulance, but you can't tase them.
Can't tase them, no. Not at all.
Another bit that felt more like the old Impact Broken Matt was the segments before, when he was in the house talking to his family. I think that's what's been missing from the whole Woken gimmick. We haven't seen Matt at home.
Well, I cracked up at him talking to George Washington, talking about the delicacy that is carrots, and as much as he likes green beans, and he's laying in Skarsgård for the reincarnation.
Corey Graves killed me. He was like, Matt Hardy's seeking guidance from a very unusual place, and they played a clip, and he just goes, a giraffe.
He's talking to a giraffe. He said, "Cole, what is wrong with you, Michael Cole? Get woken." Speaking of Cole.
Oh, yeah, he's getting deleted.
What you're about to watch.
What a dick. Do you know what? I'm sorry for every time we have to hear Michael Cole's freaking commentary. And I hope Matt's not playing around and he does actually delete Michael Cole from Raw.
Somebody just delete Michael Cole, period.
Get him gone. We've had enough.
We've had enough!
Oh, jeez. Now, international news. We were very much looking forward to Jushin Thunder Liger versus Rey Mysterio, but... Well... Newsflash, Rey Mysterio's injured. Again.
He hurt his biceps. I believe it was a grade A biceps injury or something like that, but it was a biceps injury. He wrestled at Northeast Wrestling out here in Connecticut, and he injured himself, hurt his biceps, and now Will Ospreay is taking his spot in the match with Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be a great match anyway, but Damn it, Ray.
Come on, Ray. And he's talked about, I think he even mentioned it on Edge and Christian's podcast, that he's talking about coming back to the WWE, and he's going to do some work with Aero Lucha.
Oh, yeah. Remember when all the dirt sheets confirmed that Rey Mysterio was going to face John Cena at WrestleMania?
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's going to happen.
Remember? I remember. So yes, Will Ospreay versus Jushin Thunder Liger at Strong Style Evolved, and also Zack Sabre Jr. versus Okada.
At Genesis.
Wow.
I mean, I thought that was cool. Personally, the way I was thinking that they were going to go with is Tanahashi would win, and then he would go after Suzuki again. But no, it's nice to see a fresh matchup between Zack Sabre Jr. and Okada.
Yeah. Looking good.
On the New Japan side of things, yes, it's looking
better. Hopefully we'll be able to cover some of that action on New Japan Max Wrestling in the upcoming week or so.
Well, also this kind of goes back to Impact, because you know why? You know how you mentioned Rey Mysterio and John Cena and the dirt sheets reporting that?
Yeah.
Remember? So you also remember when Impact fans were like trying to get him to come to Impact Wrestling? Is he in Impact Wrestling? No. Nope.
No, because he's got a brain.
He's got a brain.
So NXT side of things. Actually, haven't seen last night's yet, but I've seen the results. Roddy Strong and Pete Dunne advance in the Tag Team Classic.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Before we even get to NXT, friggin', I've been the one some of the times who doesn't watch NXT, and I'll go by what you say. So now,
yeah,
the tables have turned. You have not seen NXT yet.
The tables have turned. Enlighten me.
Yes. But yeah, man, friggin' Roddy Strong and Pete Dunne as a tag team. I mean, I loved it. I thought they had a great match with Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. I mean, it was stiff as hell, and you got this just a great action between the two teams.
Yeah, kind of a, I wouldn't say mismatch, but unlikely pairing of Roddy and Pete. Considering Pete was trying to break his fingers not so long ago.
Exactly. Oh, hell, it's like with Tyler Bate. Oh, hello, my mate. How are you doing today? Excuse me while I break your finger. I mean, how can you forgive somebody for that? But I guess you can, because it's Death to Rhodes, baby. Tag Team Classic, Tag Team title matchup. But yeah it's baby. Good stuff. Yes, baby. So we got Tommaso Ciampa getting the heel heat that he deserves.
Yeah.
Oh, it was brutal. And then he's ripping up signs, and who comes out of nowhere? Johnny Gargano. And then Johnny Gargano gets escorted out.
Damn.
It was great. I mean, the build for that, the pop that Johnny Gargano got when he just hit the ring on Tommaso Ciampa. Good stuff.
I picked the wrong week to not watch it yet.
That's what I'm saying. And then you had, oh my God, what was the other matchup? One thing I'll mention is we were supposed to have Raul Mendoza from the Cruiserweight Classic wrestle, but Andrade Cien Almas came out and attacked him. He called Aleister Black a piece of shit, and they bleeped out the word shit because I think he said it in Spanish. So they bleeped out shit, and now we're going to get a face-off between those two. I'm trying to think, what else did we have before? Ember Moon. God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ember Moon and Aaliyah.
That was fine, and then her and Shayna Baszler had the stare down, and Shayna Baszler just put her feet up on commentary like, "Yo, I run this," so it was kind of a cool, cocky thing there. We're gonna get Sanity against Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne in the semifinals, and we're also gonna get in the semifinals the Street Profits versus the Authors of Pain.
Please put them down, Authors of Pain.
Yes. Am I missing a match? I think I might be. No, not Adam Cole and Cassius Ohno. Was there one before Adam Cole and Cassius Ohno? I think.
No, just 3 matches.
Oh, just 3 matches. Okay. Yeah, Adam Cole and Cassius Ohno had a great match. I mean, just back and forth. Again, another one stiffing the hell out of each other, but Adam Cole, baby. The Shining Wizard to the back of the head, 1, 2, 3.
A stiff match from Cassius Ohno?
Duh. But yeah, it was very good. It was very, very good, dude. You definitely should check it out. And unfortunately, man, it sucks that Tyler Bate had to tweak his knee because now Mustache Mountain is out of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Yeah. But hey, we got Roddy.
We got Roddy, yes, we do. That's a great substitute with him and Pete Dunne. And then I think we're going to have William Regal announce this announcement coming. And gee, I wonder what it's going to be.
Maybe it involves somebody opening a briefcase on Impact next week.
Y'all are dumb. I don't know what briefcase he has. Gee, what briefcase does he have? What's going on?
Oh, what a mystery.
I do not know what is going to happen. Ah, the suspense is killing me. Ali versus Cena next week for the Knockouts Championship. Gee, I wonder what is going to happen.
EC3, what briefcase does he have? What color is grass?
Is the sky blue?
Oh. Somebody call Sherlock Holmes, please.
I mean, what smells like dog shit, and what makes you get crabs? Impact.
So the card for Takeover New Orleans that we all pretty much know at this point is looking stacked.
Oh my God, yes.
It could quite possibly be the best Takeover in a long time.
I mean, do you want to mention the 4 matches that we have?
Oh yeah, just the ones that are confirmed, or
Okay, fine. We'll do the ones that are confirmed.
Okay.
Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler, Andrade Cien Almas, and Aleister Black.
Yeah. And then, of course, we know what William Regal's announcement is next week. For those of you that don't, we're not going to talk about it, but man, it looks great.
It looks great. That's all I'm going to say. Those that are confirmed so far.
And even if you haven't seen the results, you can pretty much tell what the other one's going to be based on what we just said. With somebody getting dragged out by security and stuff.
Oh, speaking of some other news, well, we found out this week. I mean, we had 205 Live. We got more Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa feuding off with Lince Dorado, Grand Metalik, and Kalisto. We saw TJP beat Kenneth Johnson, who was in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
And we saw Mustafa Ali beat Drew Gulak in the semifinals. So at WrestleMania, it's going to be friend versus friend, babyface versus babyface, Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight title.
Yeah, looks good. Just a shame that once again it's going to be on the pre-show.
Well, yeah, but you can hope for it's not, but it probably will be.
Can we just stick both Battle Royals on the pre-show because nobody cares?
Yeah, nobody cares about the Battle Royals. Well, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal was on the pre-show last year.
Yeah.
Put it back.
Was it? Yeah, when Baron Corbin was in it, it was on the main show. It was pretty late on as well.
Yes. Friggin', I don't even want to talk about Baron Corbin, but goddamn Baron Corbin. Nobody cares. And I'm sorry. And I don't want to be like that, Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's a fucking dickwad. I mean, come on, man. Fucking, and then we just really mentioned like dicks and just call people dickheads. We're talking about Bobby Roode in his glory hole. We're calling fucking Baron Corbin a dickwad. I mean, you talk about Impact gives you crabs. There's a lot of general references.
Yeah.
In the show.
This episode of Sausage Party.
No. Okay. Well, that was a great movie, but no. Sausage Party. That's the name of the show. It's a sausage party.
Oh boy. Okay, so we gave you one surprise during the break. Now, before we go anywhere, we have another surprise, which relates to Promo Mania. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's do the match times. So, 6 matches on Raw. I'm actually surprised by this one.
Okay, is it like 58 minutes?
Very, very close. It was 1 hour. Exactly 1 hour.
Man. Oh man! All
well,
right.
1 hour 33 seconds, but yeah. Shortest match was actually 8.5 minutes. It was Braun Strowman and Cesaro. Oh no, wait! It was the Revival and Titus Worldwide, 3 minutes 12. But yeah. Damn, an hour of action on Raw.
Wow.
Crazy.
I know.
And then we had 5 matches on SmackDown.
Okay. 35 minutes.
Not too far off again. 32 minutes, 24 seconds.
All right. Like I said, it had to be in the 30-minute range.
Yeah, if you include 205 again, it was 56 minutes.
God. Yeah, okay. All right, man. What about if you include the Mixed Match Challenge?
For some reason, they never timed these matches.
Oh, is there like no fucks given with the Mixed Match Challenge? I mean, come on. They've been doing some decent action on that show.
Yeah.
And we only got like 2 more weeks left. I mean, all right, so who do you think the final is going to come down to? Obviously, we got Miz and Asuka. Do you think they're going to fight Bobby Roode and Charlotte, or Finn Balor and Sasha Banks?
I would say Finn and Sasha. Otherwise, there's no point bringing them back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Because it also plays on the whole Miz Finn Balor dichotomy with the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, exactly. NXT had 3 matches, of course.
Okay, Ember Moon and Aaliyah was short. That's tough. Is it like 25 minutes?
Yeah, again, pretty close. 22.5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, Ember Moon, Aaliyah was 2 minutes 57 seconds. Adam Cole and Cassius Ohno was 11 minutes exactly.
Wow. Okay. I said it had to be the 20-minute mark because I know I know Ember Moon and Aaliyah was like really short. I mean, I think she got decent offense in for what it was in the 2.5 minutes, but yeah, it served its purpose.
All right, so as I started saying and then corrected myself because we had other stuff. Yeah, here's another surprise relating to Promo Mania, and also relating to our anniversary. So here he is. Well, we've got the championship, the Iron Man contract, the stacked WrestleMania to talk about. It's exciting, but I can't help but feel like something's missing. Hold on. I think it's finally. Call you back.
Das got to. You are welcome.
3 years ago, we started on this journey together. A journey that has evolved. And in case you've forgotten just who I am the Phoenix, the co-founder of Max Wrestling, and although I haven't been a part of this brand for the last 5 months, I would feel like I failed myself and the brand if I didn't speak at the 3-year anniversary. So here I am, ladies and gentlemen, thanking everyone for their continued support, and to let you know that I have been listening. Congratulations to Mike Larkin on your incredible year as Knowledge Champion, and Kenny Keller for ending it and becoming the first 2-time champion. I look forward to you two settling the score of this long-time rivalry at Promo Mania 3. But I won't be listening from the sidelines. Oh, no. I will be listening to it in person, because for one night only, I will be coming back to Max Wrestling at Promo Mania 3, and if there's an Iron Bank contract on the line, you can bank on the Phoenix rising up and taking that briefcase. So happy anniversary, Max Wrestling, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Wonderful. Come, phones for the head. Prepare the cloud of sound, the tube of you, the podomatique, and the book of faces. It is time for the third mania of promos.
There we go.
So, I just want to. Okay. See, I appreciate him congratulating me on the 1 year, but the fact that he's congratulating Kitty for ending it is just so funny because, well, Phoenix, my good friend, mi amigo, you couldn't. So, yes.
Oh, shots
fired. So, but no, in all honesty, I'm looking forward to having the Phoenix back in 2 weeks. But yes, shots fired, sir.
Wow. Well, there you go. We will be coming for Promo Mania in 2 weeks. Thank you for listening. Don't forget you can find us at Max Wrestling on SoundCloud and Podomatic. Look for us on YouTube, iTunes and Stitcher. And of course on Facebook at Max Wrestling UK. Everyone is welcome to join our interactive group at facebook.com/groups/Max Wrestling Interactive. And you can find me at Dazzy MWP and Mike at
Well, first of all, I just want to say I know the implications of your action, Phoenix. And number two, you can follow me on social media. Twitter's at SMShow1 or at MCL92, and the SoundCloud is MCLarkin92. Check it out. Lots of good stuff to come.
Yeah, and show our other shows some love. You can catch more Danger Zone productions with Throne Zone at Throne Zone UK. You can catch the whole first season of that right now. Second series coming this summer. And Screen Gems will be relaunching soon. You can follow that at DB Screen Gems for the first 7 episodes. And join us next week for our greatest moments, and the following week for Promo Mania 3, baby. Also look out for the return of New Japan Max Wrestling with the conclusion of the New Japan Cup this past week and the coverage of Strong Style Evolved. That is the bottom line.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Let me think.
You don't have 2 words?
I'm lost for words.
What can I say? Then, you're dealing with the X Factor. I got no words either. I'm lost for words. Go ahead.
I got 2 words.
What?
Which briefcase?
Yes!
Which
There it
briefcase?
Bam! Last words. Which briefcase? That's it.
Which briefcase is EC3 gonna open?
The shock and amazement of what he gets. Oh my god.
Nobody could have seen this coming.
Hashtag 2 words. No words. That's why. I'm shocked.
We will see you next week.